Good morning, everyone. Daniella here. As you can see, I am feeling much better. That flu was killing me. If you saw my previous video, I had every symptom that you can think of: vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, fatigue, sweats, chills, sore throat, stuffy nose, stomach ache, headache. Like, it was killing me. Like, I went into work last Sunday and I wasn't gonna go in. I texted my boss and I said, "Hey, not feeling very well, puking and whatever." Couldn't get a hold of him. Couldn't get a hold of anyone to cover me. So I suffered the 8 hours at work and went in, which is good on my part. I didn't lose any hours or anything like that. But then Monday was, I think, worse than Sunday. So I, messaged my boss that morning and I said, I can't, there's no way. And he found coverage for me as I was finding coverage for myself, which is good, so it worked out. But then even yesterday I was still feeling a little, but like today I think I'm better. I loaded up on antibiotics and NyQuil to help me sleep because I didn't sleep for like 3 days. It was like, a nightmare. Anyways, the purpose of this video today is I know a couple people asked me, oh, when are you gonna do like a name change video, like about it? I'm like, I did that one about leading up to it. So I showed you the form for when you want to legally change your name. Now, in every state it's different. I mean, it's similar, but it's different. So I will show you what it looks like when you get your name changed. So when you get your name changed, again, you have to get a piece of paper. It's called a petition to file with the court saying, I want my name changed. And what you'll do is you have a court date. You'll go in there and you don't need to hire a lawyer, but it might be a good idea in case anything comes up. And there's different criteria for each state of what you need to do. Even if you can, like, there's some states there, if you have a warrant, they won't allow you to change your name, or trying to avoid certain other things. It's all, you can find it all on your local government site. I found all the answers I need to on my state's website. So when you go into court, if it's just you or you and your lawyer, you'll sit down, rise when the judge enters, and then they'll ask you a bunch of questions. They'll ask you to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And obviously you'll say, yes, I do. They'll go over your legal name and that you're changing it because of this reason, and if it's legitimate reason, the judge will grant your name change. What that means is your birth name will no longer be, and you'll get a new birth certificate. You'll get a piece of paper that looks like this, and it says, the case name, and it says name change of my birth name. I hate saying my birth name. I just really hate saying it, so I'd rather not. And then it gives the date, the name of the change. The day you were born in Keene has been changed to my name, Daniella Melina Cruz. And this document, when signed under seal, certifies that this change did occur as stated and remains in effect as the date below. And it's not valid unless it has the, the seal here. So if you need copies of this, like in the state of New Hampshire, it's $10 each copy, because some places will want a copy for their records. And it's, so, you might want to grab, like, I don't know, 5 copies just in case. So then what I did after that was I went right to the court, and I actually, the big thing for me was, now I have to change my license because my driver's license had my birth name. The big thing for me was seeing the gender on my license as female. Now, even though I have this piece of paper and it has a female pronoun name, they might not put F for female on there. They might just put it as like they'll just assume, I guess. So what you can do is most states have what they call change of gender designation. It's a form that looks like this. You can get it online. And what it is like you write down all your information, and then below you must get a like a therapist or a doctor to sign off that for your gender on your license to be changed, and that they agree with it. And it gives all their information here, and you'll bring that with you to the DMV. Of course, whenever you go to the DMV, make sure you have all your records. And I brought pretty much everything from doctor's bills to prescriptions to letters from the doctor about our appointments, everything that you could think of, just to make sure I had things. Now, when they go to the DMV, you're going to hand in your old license, and you don't get the back. I mean, I still have my one from when I was younger, but what I'm actually going to do with that is I'm doing a ceremony where I burn my old license, because it's from when I was like 16. So there's no point in keeping it anymore. So that part of my life is over. This is a new chapter. This is the real me here. Yesterday, or the other day, when I finally got to switch my license over, there it is right there, and it says Daniella M. Cruz, and down here in the corner, I know it probably is hard to see, but it says F for female. So that was exciting. The other part of this video is as I've moved into transition more and more, I've been thinking about other surgeries. And well, I mean, when you're transgender, you're always that thought of sex reassignment surgery is in the back of your mind. I think about it constantly. The people who are lucky enough to have it, congratulations to you guys. I am looking for it, but the other day I went and saw, where is it? I went and saw a plastic surgeon, because not that I hate my body or anything like that, but I want to look more feminine. And the biggest thing for me is my chest, having breasts. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. They're going to say you don't need to do this, but I went and saw a plastic surgeon that have what they call breast augmentation. And so I met with a surgeon who I'd been in contact with. You can do a local Google search for plastic surgeon. There might not one be in your area, so you might have to travel a little bit. I had to go to Nashua for that. But I met with a very nice doctor, and what a wonderful facility. Nurses and everything were kind, or whatever. So we had a consultation to go over things, measurements, costs, different types of breast implants. And so they actually have a cool thing on the computer here where they can show you what you would look like or possibly look like for results. And I actually got pictures for you guys to show. So I'm letting you viewers, subscribers, people who stumble across this page in this video, I'm giving you a warning ahead of time. If you do not want to see this, please stop watching now. For the ones who do, here you go. So up here on the top is like me of what I look like now. And you'll see in the picture that there's not a lot of growth, but everyone's different, and also I don't have a lot of body fat, so that could play a factor in it, he said. But if you look down here at the bottom 3, you can kind of see what I could possibly look like. And now that's the circular implant. There's 3 types. I can't remember the first one. I remember the second, and then there's the gummy bear one. The gummy bear one is the most expensive. The circular one is the one I'm probably going to go with. And then the first one I want to say it's silicone, but I'm not sure. But again, and then here is a picture of like before and after, kind of, and it gives all the different types of measurements. So, here, I'll get in closer so you guys can see. So that was a really fun and unique experience that I had, and it was insightful, and I learned something new, obviously. So I'm moving in the direction I want to go in my transition. So, where do I go from here now? Like, I mean, I always talk about steps. In transition, there are steps you need to take. And I feel like I've taken the steps from the beginning of my transition to now. Like, there's like the baby steps and there's big steps. There's even little, medium steps that you can take. But it's all, every person is different. So I know people who are transgender who take their steps and they just go boom and they go right up. I would love to do that. But I'm reasonable and I know that it's not a thing where you just kind of jump at everything, because it is like they want to make sure that you're ready for everything. They want to make sure you know the consequences, that this stuff is, if you have sex reassignment surgery, once it's done, it's done. You can't go back and be like, oh, I don't like it and I want to change back. No. So like with breast augmentation, the doctor said that I look like a good candidate. What he would like from me is I gotta get 3 letters. One from my therapist, one from my PCP here in Keene, and one from my endocrinologist in Lebanon, stating that I know the consequences of my actions. I know that what I'm doing, it's proving that I really want to do this and that I'm not just jumping at it, that I understand it. And, that shouldn't be a problem. I called my endocrinologist in Lebanon yesterday, and, I said, do you want to wait till our next appointment? And, like, the nurse took the information and was like, okay, we'll talk to him and see what he says. He could turn around and say, yeah, let's wait till the next appointment and see how things progress. He could send me a letter, whenever, like soon or whatever. The other part of it is I actually had, I'm actually going December 7th to Manchester. Yeah, I think it's Manchester. Or no, not Manchester. I'm going to Mass, sorry. To meet with a laser hair removal specialist. It's the New England Institute. Now, I just had a treatment here in Keene from electrologist, but she recommended that I go to this place in Mass. That's where she learned, and it'll do the laser. So I'm looking forward to that. So, it seems like there's a lot of doctor's appointments that I'm going to, which there are, because, you want to stay on top of this stuff. There's days where, like, I'm looking at other people on YouTube, and I'm looking at other people who I follow as transgenders, and I'm like, they're so much more beautiful than I am, and I want to be like that. And people tell me I'm beautiful on YouTube, Facebook, and stuff all the time, which is great. I love it. Thank you guys. But I'm trying to look more feminine, and it's like every day that I get up and I go to the bathroom, I look down and I see this thing between my legs, and I'm just like, I know someday that it'll be gone, but right now it's just like I hate it, But again, that's why I look for inspiration in things like YouTube, books, seminars, the Human Rights Campaign, Gay Pride. I look for all that kind of stuff because it really it lifts you up. And the people that have supported me since day one, like, I give you big thanks out there because it means so much. The people who don't support me and the people that have, stopped talking to me and disowned me, I don't hate them. I really don't. And like, 'cause hate is such a strong word, but I don't hate them. I just, they might not understand or whatever, and hopefully someday they come around. But you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So that is what I've been up to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful. If you have any questions for me about plastic surgery, if you have any questions for me about, if you have any questions about getting your name changed, let me know. You can leave me a comment here. You can write to me. Again, I'm still reminding you that there are other links on my page to my other social media sites like Twitter, Google Plus, and Instagram. Like I said, my email's there too, and my address is there because I know some people said they wanted to write me letters. So it's all down there at the bottom of the page. So yeah, well, this is the video. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful Thursday, and I will see you guys on the flip side.